Sunday, everyone. Welcome to the Mouse Bites. I am Ricky, and I am here to have some fun with you all today. So I'm so excited to get to share the news with you all and have a little fun talking and interacting and hopefully answering any questions you may have about your upcoming Disney vacation. Hopefully I can answer them. And also just kind of chit chat and talk a little bit about what's going on in the Disney community. So as always, if you do have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I will see them and answer those. If you have questions, say after the fact, after this is all over with, go ahead and ask those questions in the comments too. I read all of them, so I'll make sure that they get answered if I'm not answering it here live. So just make sure you ask your questions and I'll be happy to answer them. So, but this is also time for you to kind of share what you're thinking about the news of the week. So if you have any kind of a topic that you want to discuss, feel free to let me know about that too. And I will be happy to discuss those things with you too. So yeah, we're gonna just have some fun today, okay? So we're going to start first things first with a little bit of news, refurbishment news, and this is for Tom Sawyer Island. So Tom Sawyer Island is currently closed for refurbishment, and it will be closed until about late December. So there's not an official date for the refurbishment yet for it to end, but it is going to be taking place over the next couple of weeks, so just keep that in mind. For those who don't know, Tom Sawyer Island is at the Magic Kingdom in Frontierland. That's where you will board a boat to travel over to the actual island. It is one of my favorite places to go and just kind of chill and relax because it's so peaceful over there. You know, it's not the hustle and bustle of the park, so you can kind of go and just sit and relax a little bit. But it's also a great place for if you have kids. They can go and run around on the island a little bit. You also can feel a little safer because they do have to take a boat to get back over to the other side. So that part's a little bit nice to kind of let them run around, run off some steam. So I love Tom Sawyer Island, and I am sad that it will be closed here for the next couple weeks. But hopefully that means that you know, it gets some work done to it, some much needed love and attention. A lot of Disney Springs news this week. So if you're a fan of Disney Springs, you're going to have a lot to look forward to moving forward. So first things first is a brand new restaurant called City Works Eatery and Pour House. Will be opening on the west side of Disney Springs next summer. This restaurant and bar will offer plenty of high-definition televisions, including a 165-inch screen. I think if you're looking for the game, you should probably go here. This is going to be a fantastic place to catch that big game, especially for, you know, we always get questions of where do I go to watch the Super Bowl? I think this is going to be your place. So yeah, if you're going to want to watch the Super Bowl, 165-inch screen is perfect for this. There are 7 existing locations across the property, and like those, the Disney Springs space is going to offer 80 beers on tap, including rare, limited supply, special tappings from local breweries and others from around the world. If you don't like beer, never fear. They are going to have a curated selection of popular wines available as well. And of course, they're going to have bar bites, shareables, burgers, and more. Can't wait to see what kind of menu this place is going to have. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of, you know, sports bar type food, chicken wings, that kind of thing. So looking forward to experiencing this new restaurant when it officially opens in the summer of next year. Also, speaking of next year, opening next year will be Disney Springs' 3rd parking structure. This one is going to be named the Lemon Garage, and it is currently being built right now. Just like the Lime and Orange garages, the Lemon Garage is named after all the Florida-grown citrus, and it will provide up to 3,000 additional parking spaces for Disney Springs and cast members. Guests and cast members, I guess I should say. Which is good because if you think about it, sometimes it's really hard to find parking at Disney Springs. So I often go past there and the Lime and the Orange garages are full, so it'll be nice to have an additional overflow garage to go to in that Lemon Garage, in addition to the regular surface parking spots that you can go to as well. So it'll be very nice to be able to actually hopefully park at Disney Springs when it's those crazy busy times like around Christmas and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. Last bit of news I have for you all is that there are going to be a couple of new shops that are opening at Disney Springs. Actually, one of them is already open, but these new venues are going to be opening here, including a Disney Tales store. Like I said, that one is already open. It's at the Marketplace Co-op, and it is the must-visit destination for pet owners who are looking to bring a little bit of Disney flair home for their four-legged friends. Of course, it's not just dogs that they have in mind. There's also a few things for cats as well. So if you have a cat like I do, or 3 in my case, never fear, they have something that they can have as well. So you'll be able to find leashes, collars, bandanas, as well as squeaky toys that are in the shape of some of your favorite iconic Disney foods. Also opening on November 3rd, it's going to be The Art of Disney presents Greg McCullough, and this will be opening in the space formerly occupied by Little Miss Match. Now, this is going to be an art gallery featuring the works of popular artist Greg McCullough, and it will be open only for a limited time, so only through January 1st, 2019. Greg McCullough is actually going to be there every day except for Mondays from 1 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And guests will have the chance to interact with the artist, have artwork signed, and possibly even catch him painting live. So if you like his artwork, this is going to be a really good spot to go to pick that up and maybe have a piece actually signed for yourself. So always a good thing when you can get the artist to sign the work. So, all right, so that's all the news that I have for you all this week. But since I do have questions for you guys, I am kind of curious about what you think about the new City Works Eatery and Poorhouse. You know, like I said, this is going to be a new restaurant for Disney Springs, another new restaurant in the long line of Disney Springs restaurants that have been announced. We still have a couple that are coming in Jaleo, and Wolfgang Puck is opening up a new bar and grill, I believe, as well. So I'm kind of curious to hear, you know, have we reached, do you think, the saturation point of restaurants for Disney Springs? Or, you know, this seems a little similar to the NBA announcement that they had as well, kind of that sports bar experience for guests. So, and they're both on the west side. So I am curious to see if maybe that's a little too much. But, you know, the NBA experience is going to have a little bit more, I'm sure, in the way of kind of some games and stuff like that that people can do. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious. Have we reached the proliferation of eateries at Disney Springs? Or what do you think? Could there be more? Do you think that the area could support it? I don't know. I think that people still seem to be going to Disney Springs, and the area just keeps getting busier and busier. I mean, like I said, they're building that lemon garage. So, you know, if it's kind of one of those things, if you build it, they will come. So I suspect that we may find a few more restaurants coming to Disney Springs here as we move forward. But, you know, only time will tell on that one, and see how much is too much for Disney Springs and restaurants. So,